Hi friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in the Achievers series for RBWM. Here we are covering all the important theory, numericals, objective questions, case studies. So follow the series till the end. Let's start. Chalo, let's start. Everyone, answer it from your side. Everyone, I want the answers from your side. Retail banking is exposed to what type of risk out of the following? Is it credit risk, business risk, market risk, operations risk, or reputation risk? Uh, Again, look at this. Retail banking, it is exposed to what type of risk? Credit, business, market, ops, or reputation? A to D all, A to E all, A and D only, A and C only. What is the answer? Everyone, I'll just wait for half a minute and then we'll go ahead. Type fast in the comment section. Everyone, let me see. Comment section. Retail banking is exposed to what type of risk? Credit, business, market, operations, and reputation. Isn't it? It is exposed to everyone. B, correct. Or A to E all types of risks are there. Credit risk is there. Business risk means long-term thinking, not possible. Credit means the person defaults, your customer defaults. Market risk means something else comes in, means which is not in your hands. Operations means there are system failures, there are employee problems, all these. Reputation means something bad comes about your bank in the newspaper. Okay, so A to E all. Next one. When customer fails to pay the due amount, this is classified as dash risk. Means when customer is not able to pay you the amount. You have given the loan, but the customer is not able to give back the loan. So that is called as what? Operations risk, market risk, credit risk, or business risk. What is it called as? When customer fails to pay the due amount. What is it called as? It is called as credit risk. Okay, customer, remember, whenever any customer fails to pay you the due amount, it's called as credit risk. Credit risk is of two parts, always remember. One is country risk, country, and second is counterparty. Okay, counterparty. Counterparty means the person in front of you who is not able to pay you. Okay, so in retail banking, generally country risk is not there. Retail banking, because why? We don't give loans outside the country in retail. So this is the main risk in this credit risk basically in retail banking. Okay, so that's why it's called as a counterparty. Counterparty means this person, the customer, fails to pay you the due amount. Okay, bank may lose money due to wrong strategy followed by it. This is known as dash risk. Wrong strategy. Strategy means long-term thinking. Bank follows long-term thinking wrong. So this is known as what? Operations, market, credit, or business risk. What do you mean by long-term strategy wrong? Yeah. In banking. In banking. Do you know if any bank, is there any bank now which is not having net banking? The bank which is not having net banking will lose out in the business. Have you seen Nokia? Nokia phones now? Nokia was once a world leader. Okay, 2008. World leader. Today, where is Nokia today? Where is it? Nokia gone. Business risk. Strategic risk. This is also known as a strategic risk. Okay, business risk or strategic risk. Similarly, in banking also. If you don't follow the changing technology, you'll be out of the business. Okay, that is known as strategic. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Whatever we require for clearing JAIIB and CIB, we get it over here. So that's why immediately download it. Okay. If there's a process failure or frauds, this is called as dash risk. So process failure. Process means my process systems fail. So this is known as what? Or fraud also. Operations, market, credit, or business risk. What type of risk is this? If there is a process failure, many times we see that link not there, right? We tell the customer link not there. We feel so easy that link not there. But do you know what is the business risk in this? If some transaction has been done half when the link was gone, there is a huge susceptibility or huge problem to that half transaction. Means one entry was passed, other was pending. Huge problem. Okay, so if there is a process failure or frauds, there is a dash. There is called as a dash risk. So it is called as operations risk. Remember this. Okay. There is change in the value of assets, securities, due to which the bank may incur loss. So change in the value of assets or securities. Securities means the securities which I have taken. Suppose if I have given you the loan, okay, and I have taken, let's say, gold against it, and tomorrow the gold rate falls down, very drastically falls down, because that is a security. Or I have given you CC, cash credit, and I have taken stock against that, and the value of the stock becomes zero. Then this risk is called as what? Operations risk, market risk, credit risk, business risk. Comment section, comment. Let me see. Comment section. How many of you can answer? See here. Get your score. How many of you are able to score it? At the end of the this video, I'll be asking you what is your score. Correct score. Okay. So, what is the answer over here? Everyone? Yes, it is. It is a part of credit risk only. So, how many of you have got it correct? Okay, I'll ask you the score at the end. Let's see. Okay. A lending bank can source the credit score of the borrower from number one, credit information agencies, information from the loan application, and next is market information. So lending bank means the bank which is giving the loan. Okay, suppose you are giving the loan to somebody. From where can you get the credit information about the buyer or the borrower? From which all agencies? One is A, CIC. Second is from the loan application. The form which the customer fills has many details. So that also you can get it. Market information means information about that borrower from other persons. So it is from where do we get it? A to C all, A and B only, B and C only, and A and C only. So what is the right answer? Just type capital A, B, C or D. Check it yourself. See here, exam is to be given by you now. Exam is very near. So the answer is this, A to C all. Correct? Got it right? We'll check it at the end, your score, okay? Which of the following statements is correct regarding the credit score? So which of the following statements is correct? We want correct. It takes a snapshot of the consumer's credit report. So snapshot, okay? Snapshot of consumer's credit report. Through advanced analytics, it turns the information into a number or score. That is also okay. The score represents the amount of risk relating to a particular transaction. And D is all of the above. What is the correct answer? Credit score means what? We get that CIBIL score now, right? So, what is a good CIBIL score as per you, as per the bank? Good CIBIL score as per your bank. Type in the comment section. What is a good CIBIL score as per your bank? Generally, it is. Let me see in the comment section. Yes. Generally, it is 700. Okay. What is the maximum CIBIL score? Maximum. Let me write it over here. Okay. Maximum CIBIL score is, this is the maximum, this is the minimum, this is good. Okay, good. Maximum. And this is minimum. Okay, so what is the answer now? Good, we have written 700. So maximum is what? Yeah, 900. Minimum is 300. Okay. Yeah, you must get it correct. What is the answer over here? Which of the following statement is correct? So the answer is D, all of the above. How many of you got this right? D. Everyone, for joining the Adda 24/7, this officers Adda 24/7, scan this QR code for Telegram. Blue one for Telegram. You can pause the video and scan it right now. This blue one for this Telegram. This other one, black one for this YouTube, and this third one for Instagram. You can scan all of them and join all the three channels, because there we are covering all the important free numericals also, free YouTube sessions also. Okay, so you'll get it over everything. You'll get some tests also, free tests. Okay. Products such as retail gold coins, health policies, unit-linked insurance products, insurance are tagged to housing and car loans. Tagged, look at this, tagged to housing and car loans is a requirement of dash needs. So of Maslow's hierarchy. So it is a requirement of what? Tagged means what? You buy, you get housing loan from me, housing, and you get free. What is it free you get? You get gold coin free, gold coin, or you get some insurance free or anything. So this is a feature of which type of which level at Maslow's hierarchy? Self-actualization, esteem, security, social, or only B, C, and D? What is the answer? Let me see how many of you are getting it correct. The answer is E, only B, C, and D. Self-actualization doesn't need all these taggings. Okay. Which of the following is a credit score model? So which of the following is a credit score model? Which is this? ARC TransAsia, Civil TransUnion, RBI credit rating, and all of them. Very tricky one. All of them seem, yeah. Now I won't answer. Let me get it from you first. Yeah. Which of the following is a credit score model? It is B, Civil TransUnion. It's not all of the above. Many of you are writing all of the above. No, RBI credit rating is not there. Means it's just a guideline. Okay, credit score is basically Civil TransUnion. Okay. For esteem needs of the customers, banks offer the following products. So esteem means, remember, chalo, I'll just give you Maslow's hierarchy fast. Lowest is physiology. Okay. Second is what? Safety. Third is what? Social. Right? Social. Remember this. Fourth is what? Esteem. And fifth one is actualization. Simple one. I've covered this many times. Okay. So these are the 5 levels. Lowest means from the basic one to the very richest one. Okay. So coming back to the question for esteem needs of the customers, esteem is this fourth one. We are talking of this now. Banks offer special term deposits, term insurance products, housing loans, or home improvement loans. So what do we offer for these guys? Rich guys. All of them may be offered. Just check this. Okay. Type in the comment section. Is it A means A to C all, B A and B only, C B and C only, or this A and C only? What is the answer? Type fast in the comment section. Yes. It is A to C all. Everything is offered. Okay. For esteem needs. The retail banking suffers from which of the following constraints or disadvantage? Disadvantage. Select the wrong one. Problem in managing large number of customers. So we want the wrong one. Huh? So is this the right one? There are large number of customers. Yes, this is true. We want a false one. We want a false one. False. Quick evolution of products that leads to IT complications. Quick evolution of products means today I design some product, tomorrow it is gone. Because what happens? Some other bank competitor brings in some new product. So that is also true. Availability of higher spreads means higher spreads are available. Is this true? Higher spreads. So that is also true actually because higher spreads are available. Level of irregularity in loans is very high. This is false because NPAs in retail banking are less. They are always less over here. Less. Why? Because the loans are distributed. Okay. So the answer is, how many of you got it right? D. Okay. Answer is D. Defaulter of a loan means not paying installment, bad reputation, illegal activities. None of the above. Who is a defaulter? Bad reputation, illegal activities. We have nothing to do. See, our bank is only concerned about its EMI and its interest. Okay, so not paying the loan installments is the right answer. Okay, if somebody is doing some illegal activities, he will be caught by the police. If somebody is having a bad reputation, we are not concerned with that reputation over here. Okay. As far as it is not against the country. Okay. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, just now I gave you those QR codes. Here in this channel, YouTube channel, you will be getting what? You will be getting free YouTube series. Plus, you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF notifications. IIBF gives various notifications now. Now it's an exam period. This exam date change, this timing change, venue change, something new about the portion. They'll give many things. So everything is updated on the Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, click on the bell icon, share it with your friends. Okay. In which of the following business approach of retail banking, the branches are classified based on the business potential for the focused marketing strategy? These branches are positioned as resource centers and form a part of overall segmentation plan. Segmented approach, geography based, classification based, any of these. What is the answer? Segmentation. Here, look at this. Is it segmented approach? The question answer is in the question itself. It is A, segmented approach. Segmented, okay? Life insurance means insurance of human, insurance of life of human and cattle, insurance of life of machines, and all of the above. Life, we are talking of life insurance. Answer is, how many of you are getting it correct? Let me see. Many of you are typing B, insurance of life and cattle, human and cattle. So the answer is A. Cattle life insurance is known as livestock insurance. That comes under general insurance. Okay. Retail business model is built based on dash in geography based approach. Geography. Now we want geography based approach. Again, check the questions. You will get the answer. Different products, different service, geographies, and different markets. What is the answer? Geography based approach based on dash. What is this dash? Different products, service, geographies, or different markets. It is geographies. Okay. General insurance relates to insurance against. So general insurance is what? Fire, theft, burglary, and all of the above. Check me. Let me check how many of you are able to answer. Very simple question. General insurance relates to fast. Very simple one. So simple question. All of the above, isn't it? Aadhaar is 12-digit number card, identity proof issued by UIDAI, both A and B and none of the above. What is this? B everyone knows, but what about A? We all use the Aadhaar. How many of you remember your Aadhaar number? Type fast. Don't type the Aadhaar number. How many of you remember your Aadhaar number? That's it. Very difficult, isn't it? It's a 12-digit number. So the answer is C, both A and B. Okay. Which of the following business approach for retail banking is found in public sector banks? Segmented, geography based, classification based, and holistic model based on the corporate objectives for retail business. What is the answer? A, B, C, or D? Fast. Comment section. Fast in the comment section. A, B, C, or D? It is D, holistic model. Remember this. Many of us feel it is this classification based. Okay, but it is holistic. Classification means what? Semi-urban, urban, rural branch. That is classification. But the answer is not this. Answer is this. Holistic model. Okay. ERS means in savings account we have this ERS. East or south, East, easy and swift, either or survivor, none of the above. What is the answer? ERS means what? Comment section. See, let me see comment section. Yes. Fast. We have to be fast now. Okay. C, A, either or survivor. Which is prohibited on writing on the currency notes? Prohibited. Huh? Political message, religious message, personal message, all of the above. So what is prohibited? All of the above. You can't write anything on any note. Okay. Clean note policy. Bank adopted the following business approach for retail banking. So which is the business approach banks have adopted? Now bank means what? It can be private bank, it can be nationalized bank, it can be cooperative bank. So it is SBU, strategic business unit, departmental, integrated or generalized. Which of the approaches are followed by the banks? All of the above? But there's no option of all of the above. Why? Because it is not actually all of the above. The correct answer is only D, A to C all. SBU, departmental, integrated. There is nothing called a generalized approach. Okay, there is no generalized approach. PPF means pension planning funds, person having pension facilities, public provident funds, and permanent practitioners fund. Okay, fund. So what is this? PPF means public provident fund. PPF. We have the financial institutions. Okay, let me get it from you, because you all guys work in the bank. What are the banks? What do you mean by banks? Bank does, the job of bank is getting the deposits from somebody and lending it to someone. Simple. Getting the deposit from somebody and giving it as a loan to somebody, right? So that is basically banking, isn't it? Let me draw it over here for easier, better to understand. See, if this is a bank, okay, bank. What happens? There is a depositor over here who deposits the money, deposit. Then bank gives this amount as a loan to this guy, loan. How does the bank earn then? This loan person will give the interest. And this deposit person has given the interest. So bank will again pay the interest to this guy. Interest. Only the difference is this interest over here, this interest will be lesser. Let's say this interest is 7%. Then this interest should be at least 9%. So that this gap of 9 minus 7, that is 2%. That is known as NII, net interest income. Okay, this is known as NII. Remember, it's not NIM. NIM is different. NIM equals to NIM, net interest margin. Remember, by heart these two, you'll be getting one at least in the exam. NII upon yielding assets, they called it, or you just write it assets. It's actually yielding assets. Yielding means which are performing assets, which are giving you the returns. So coming back, banks are financial institutions that perform deposit and lending function, obviously. Okay, there are various types of banks in India, and each is responsible for perform different functions. So what are the various banks in India? One is central bank. Central bank means RBI over here, RBI. Okay, it's not Central Bank of India, it is RBI. Second, cooperative bank, commercial banks, RRBs, local area banks, specialized banks, small finance banks, and payment banks. Now, if you see this, these are all how many? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8, right? 8 types of banks. Plus, there are others which are not added over here. Investment bank. Okay, investment bank is not added over here because that's a totally different feature, but then also it's a part of banking. Okay, so that is one part. What is bank and what are the types of banks? Now, importantly, which is asked to you in exam is RRB. They always ask you about RRB because RRBs are actually nationalized banks as of now. Okay, these are special types of commercial banks that provide concessional credit to agriculture and rural sector. Concessional credit, remember, concessional credit to agri and rural sector. Okay, so these banks, these are special. See, your name itself, what does it say? Rural, regional. Regional means related to that region only. So concessional credit to agri and rural sector. RRBs were established in 1975 under the registered under the RRB Act 1976. Remember, this act is of 1976 and bank is in 1975. Remember, these 2 years are reverse. Generally, in case what happens, act is first and banks are later. Like in RBI Act, 1934 Act and then bank in 1935. But here it's reverse. That's why this is important. RRBs are joint ventures between central government, state government and commercial banks. Now, what is this? It means any RRB which is formed 50% of the funds or the capital is from the central government. State government has 15% of the capital, and commercial bank. Now, commercial bank, this is known as the sponsor bank. Sponsor. Okay. This sponsor bank holds 35% of the equity of this RRB. In fact, that is the fight going on right now. Here, from your exam point of view, remember, this is the structure. Central government 50, state government 15, and commercial bank 35. Right now, what is happening? Government is coming up with a thought process that why should these be kept it this way only? Can't these RRBs be a separate bank? Separate bank altogether, no sponsor bank. Can't these work like this? All the RRBs can be combined in India. So this is a thought process. But from exam point of view, remember, central government, state government, commercial banks, and these are the proportions. Okay. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile, and in this app you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, whatever we require for clearing our JAIIB as well as CIB. You'll be getting. Hi friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in the Achievers series for RBWM. Here we are covering all the important theory, numericals, objective questions, case studies. So follow the series till the end. Let's start. Financial institutions. Okay, let me get it from you, because you all guys work in the bank. What are the banks? What do you mean by banks? Bank does, the job of bank is getting the deposits from somebody and lending it to someone. Simple. Getting the deposit from somebody and giving it as a loan to somebody, right? So that is basically banking, isn't it? Let me draw it over here for easier, better to understand. See, if this is a bank, okay, bank. What happens? There is a depositor over here who deposits the money, deposit. Then bank gives this amount as a loan to this guy, loan. How does the bank earn then? This loan person will give the interest. And this deposit person has given the interest. So bank will again pay the interest to this guy. Interest. Only the difference is this interest over here, this interest will be lesser. Let's say this interest is 7%. Then this interest should be at least 9%. So that this gap of 9 minus 7, that is 2%. That is known as NII, net interest income. Okay, this is known as NII. Remember, it's not NIM. NIM is different. NIM equals to NIM, net interest margin. Remember, by heart these two, you'll be getting one at least in the exam. NII upon yielding assets, they called it, or you just write it assets. It's actually yielding assets. Yielding means which are performing assets, which are giving you the returns. So coming back, banks are financial institutions that perform deposit and lending function, obviously. Again, there are various types of banks in India, and each is responsible for perform different functions. So what are the various banks in India? One is central bank. Central bank means RBI over here, RBI. Okay, it's not Central Bank of India, it is RBI. Second, cooperative bank, commercial banks, RRBs, local area banks, specialized banks, small finance banks, and payment banks. Now, if you see this, these are all, how many? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8, right? 8 types of banks. Plus, there are others which are not added over here. Investment bank. Okay, investment bank is not added over here because that's a totally different feature, but then also it's a part of banking. Okay, so that is one part. What is bank and what are the types of banks? Now, importantly, which is asked to you in exam is RRB. They always ask you about RRB because RRBs are actually nationalized banks as of now. Okay, these are special types of commercial banks that provide concessional credit to agriculture and rural sector. Concessional credit, remember, concessional credit to agri and rural sector. Okay, so these banks, these are special. See, your name itself, what does it say? Rural. Regional. Regional means related to that region only. So concessional credit to agri and rural sector. RRBs were established in 1975 under the registered under the RRB Act 1976. Remember, this act is of 1976 and bank is in 1975. Remember, these 2 years are reverse. Huh? Generally, in case what happens, act is first and banks are later. Like in RBI Act, 1934 Act and then bank in 1935. But here it's reverse. That's why this is important. RRBs are joint ventures between central government, state government and commercial banks. Now, what is this? It means any RRB which is formed, 50% of the funds or the capital is from the central government. State government has 15% of the capital and commercial bank. Now commercial bank, this is known as the sponsor bank. Sponsor. Okay. This sponsor bank holds 35% of the equity of this RRB. In fact, that is a fight going on right now. Here, from your exam point of view, remember, this is the structure. Central government 50, state government 15 and commercial bank 35. Right now, what is happening? Government is coming up with a thought process that why should these be kept it this way only? Can't these RRBs be a separate bank? Separate bank altogether, no sponsor bank. Can't these work like this? All the RRBs can be combined in India. So this is a thought process. But from exam point of view, remember, central government, state government, commercial banks, and these are the proportions. Okay. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile, and in this app you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, whatever we require for clearing our JAIIB as well as CIB. You'll be getting it over here. So that's why download it right now. Now let's go to the question part. And what did I tell you? Some part I'll be covering 2 slides theory and then I'll be going to the questions. Today we'll be covering some basic questions which we forget. We take it for granted that we know, but we don't know. So that's why we'll be focusing on that. Bank passbook is issued by the bank, contains the transaction details of the bank account, shows the balance in the account and all of the above. So what is the bank passbook? Issued by the bank, correct? Now these are simple questions. Let me get the answers fast from you. Because if these simple we are not able to answer, how will we answer the difficult ones? So the answer over here is A, B, C or D. It is D, all of the above, right? Bank passbook is having all these 3 features. Okay. Bank pays interest on deposits, loans, both A and B. So bank pays interest, remember, pays interest on what? Pays interest on deposits, remember, deposits, simple, isn't it? Next one, bank charges interest on. So bank charges interest on deposits, loans, both A and B. None of the above is out. So loans, right? Just now I told you. Subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates on JIB and CIB, and importantly, you will be getting free YouTube series. Okay, so definitely subscribe. How to join this? Join our through our this Instagram channel. You can join, plus YouTube channel, plus this Telegram channel. You can scan the QR codes given below, and you can call on the numbers given. See, this right side number is given. Now a bit difficult one. Huh? Earlier one were simple. Now difficult one. Education loans. They cover what? Tuition fees and expenses are repayable after completion of the course, granted for studies in India and abroad, and all of the above. Now see here, B is correct, C is correct. But what about A? Does education loan cover tuition fees and expenses? Other expenses you can call it, other. Okay, other. Does it cover the hostel fees? Does the education loan cover my daily expenses for staying there? My food expenses, or does it cover only tuition fees? So the correct answer is, that's why I said, now we'll be coming to the difficult part. It is D. Are repayable after completion of the course means what? See here, education loan, how is it given? Suppose if I give that education loan today, okay? So this guy will be requiring, guy or girl, it's not a gender biased. So this guy or girl will be requiring at least, let's say that person is doing engineering, okay? So that person will require around 4 years. So 4 years gone over here. Up to 4 years, this student won't be able to pay any interest on this or any EMI on this. So what do we do? This is known as this moratorium period. In this moratorium period, the student is allowed not to pay any interest or principal on this. But does it mean that we have waived it off? That, oh no, forget it. You won't pay it off. No, this is paid, but later, after completion of the course, then we give still 1 year more, 1 year for job, right? After this job, then your EMI starts. So here what happens, you whatever is pending for these 4 plus and 5 years, these 5 years, whatever this interest is, that is taken from that student. Bank, sure, after all, it's not bank's money, it's the depositor's money. So we are just the trustee. How can we waive off any amount? Okay, so that's why it's payable, repayable after completion of the course, and obviously granted for studies in India and abroad. That's obvious, isn't it? Business correspondent means, now that's why I said difficult level questions are coming up. Business correspondent means, what is a business correspondent? You all have BCs now in your banks. Here, nationalized banks have nationalized. I'll just write N over here. And second is private banks, P. Okay, private. Oh, let me write it only here, because what happens, N and P doesn't signify anything. Nationalized and second is private. Okay, let's keep this private. So nationalized banks have what? Nationalized banks have BCs, business correspondent. These are private agencies basically. Similarly, these private banks have what? Similar to BCs, they have what? There is one word. Okay, what is that word called as? Private banks. We have these cases going on against all these guys, right? Yeah, DSA, right? DSA, right? Direct sales agents, selling agents, sales agents. BC is business correspondent. So business correspondent means what? An agent who provides banking service, an agent of the business house, a type of money lender, and none of the above. So who's this? Yes, it is A, obviously, isn't it? It's A, who provides banking service. Here, BC is always appointed in those areas where the bank doesn't have the reach, does not reach. Means, let's say there's a small village of how many? 20 houses. There are many villages which are 20 houses, 30 houses, 50 houses. The population is hardly 200, 300, 400 max. Can you set up a branch over there with a 500 population? You can't. Because if you set up a branch with 500 population over there, what will be the cost? Your salaries, your running expenses, electricity, and all this coming and going of those, because employees won't be living in that village, right? They won't be staying in that village. They'll be staying in the nearby cities, right? So coming and going. So what will be the cost? So that's why what do? We don't open the branch over there. We open a BC over there, business correspondent, private agency. Somebody from that village itself will provide the banking services. Okay. Internet banking refers to operation of account through internet, opening of account through app, or both A and B. Now, what do you think, guys? Let me see. Is it both A and B or only A? Operation of account through internet means I'm having an account with you and I can deposit the money, withdraw the money, transfer the money, check the balances. I can do this. So operation means that. But can I open the account through app now? What do you say? I can, right? The answer is C, both A and B. Remember, internet banking refers to all. Who can open the savings account in India? Indian citizen, NRI, illiterate, all of the above. Savings account. Who can open the savings account? Savings account can be opened by Indian citizen. When the Indian citizen opens, it is called as what? Resident Savings Banks account, RSB. Resident Savings Banks account. Okay. When an NRI opens the savings account, it can be two types, NRO or NRE. Both are allowed. Okay. NRO and NRE. Non-resident external and non-resident ordinary. Okay. Both these are non-resident accounts. Illiterate. Yes, obviously. That is RSB only. resident savings banks. Okay. So anyone can open the savings account. Any eligible person. Can a child open the savings account? So that, okay, let me get the answer over here. The answer is D. Okay. Can a child open the savings account? Child, give me that answer. By the time I'll move on to the next question. Can a child open a savings account? Yes. Yes. We have this minor guardian, right? About 10 years, the child can open it solely without any guardian. About 10 years. Okay. Chalo, move on. PAN number is required for what? Deposits less than 50,000, deposit in excess of 1 lakh, deposit of 50,000 and above in a single day. All of the transactions. What is the answer? PAN number is required for? What is the correct answer? See, this is the correct answer for any deposit above 50,000 in a single day. Remember this, single day means suppose if I deposit 10,000 now, then I deposit again 20,000 after some time, then again 30,000 after some time. So then I'll be requiring the PAN. Okay. So in a single day, got it? TDS as per income tax means TDS. What is TDS? Time deposit scheme, total deposit scheme, tax deducted at source, and none of the above. TDS means, yes, tax deducted at source. This is the advance tax which is paid by you and me, and we get a refund of this, right? Those who, how many of you file the income tax returns? No, I'm not talking of form 16. I'm talking of income tax returns. How many of you are filing? So if you are filing the income tax returns, you will definitely get the returns, a refund. But if you are not filing the income tax returns, you are losing on that money. Because whatever TDS is deducted, you should get a refund if your income level is below, obviously after below that. Okay. Maximum amount of check in the bank is, so what is the maximum amount of check I can write? Tomorrow if I write a check to you of, let's say, 1 lakh crore. Suppose if I write a check like this, 1 lakh crore to you, obviously, if I have the balance, I don't have that much balance, neither you have. Okay. But can I write a check of this amount? 100 crore, no limit, 1 crore, none of the above. I can write, isn't it? No limit. I can write any amount of check. Okay. Maximum, minimum is also there. I can write a 50 paise check also. 50 paise. I can write a 50 paise check to you. To meet the physiological needs in terms of Maslow's motivation theory of the customers, the bank offers which of the following? Basic bank savings account, basic savings bank account, personal accident insurance cover, consumer loans, low cost housing loans, all of the above. So what does the bank offer? To cover physiological needs. Physiological needs means here the basic needs. Everyone knows this. I have taken this some earlier also. Physiological, Maslow's hierarchy shows you lowest level is physiological. Okay, means daily earners. Then above that we have safety. Okay. Above that we have social needs. Means as the person climbs above the ladder, so the status changes. Next is esteem. Again means rich person. And last one is actualization. Very ultra rich person. Actualization. Okay. So these are the 5 levels of Maslow's hierarchy. So to cover this basic physiological, this one, BSBA, basic savings banks account, personal accident insurance cover, consumer loans, low cost housing loans, and all of the above. So what is it for? Personal BSBA is there definitely. Okay. Then personal savings accident insurance cover, consumer loans, and low cost housing loans. So, and E is all of the above. So physiological person will cover which one? It can be now with the present government in what are we saying? We are having this accident cover insurance also for them, low cost. We are having consumer loans also for them, because nowadays consumer loans have also been designed for that cost. Low cost housing is also there. Okay, so answer is E, all of the above. Okay. Tax planning, insurance, mutual fund products are required by the customers to meet their physiological, security and safety, social and esteem needs. So what are they needed for? Physiological, security and safety, tax planning, insurance and mutual fund products. So they are needed by, okay, I'll give you the E option also. E is B, C and D. B, C and D. So now this B, C and D option is correct because tax planning, insurance, mutual fund are used by this second level person also, safety, social needs also, esteem needs also. All these three guys use it. Okay, so it is E, all of the above. To satisfy the security or safety needs of under Maslow's hierarchy, the bank offers which of the following products? So to satisfy the safety needs, which are the products offered by the bank? Safety means what? Again, second level. Just see this. Second level means this guy. This guy, will this person purchase the car? Because he is just above the physiological level. So RD, FD, mutual fund, housing loan, car loans. RD, FD, mutual fund, housing loan, car loans, tax planning and insurance. RD, FD, tax planning, insurance, mutual fund products. Personal loan, consumer loan, housing loan, car loans. Remember, safety needs. Safety means just this, that person has started some savings. So will that person purchase a car? So the answer is C. Besides car loan, everything. Okay. Which of the following bank products are not meant to meet social needs? Not meant. Here, not meant to meet social needs. Social means third level. Okay. Third. Physiological, safety and this social. Okay. So not meant. These are not meant. So loan to professionals such as doctors and lawyers. BSBA. Consumer loans and personal loans. Car loans and home loans. So BSBA is for what? Basic savings bank account. This is for which type of person? It is for this physiological, right? Physiological. Right? So that's why BSBA is not meant for social needs. BSBA is meant for this physiological needs. Okay, you must understand this Maslow's hierarchy very clearly because this is one of the important hierarchies for designing the products in the banking. Okay. Products such as retail gold loans, health policies, unit linked insurance products, insurance cover, tag to housing loan, housing and car loan is a requirement of dash. So tagged. See here, what do you mean by over here? Tagged. It is tagged. Tagged means what? Gold coin, health loan, health policies, and this tag to housing and car loan. Suppose if housing loan, you buy a housing loan from me and you'll get a gold coin. So when I add these, where will I add this? In which category will it satisfy? Self-actualization, esteem, security, social, only B, C and D. See here, actualization person is very rich. This person hardly needs any tagging like this. That person can buy everything by himself only, himself herself. Okay. So A is out. Esteem needs is okay. Security is okay. Social is okay. So answer is B, C and D. So answer will be E over here. Okay, everyone. See here, I am giving it fast so that we can cover more questions in this. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Okay, everything you will be getting. So whatever you need for clearing this JAIIB and CIB, you will be getting it over here. Okay, classes, tests, ebooks. Download it fast. Okay. For esteem needs of the customer, the banks offer the following products to the customer. Esteem needs. Esteem means fourth level. Okay, fourth. Physiological, safety, social, and then esteem. So this esteem needs, bank offers which type of products? Number one, special term deposits, term insurance products, housing loans and home improvement loans. Is it A, B, C or all of them? See the options, A and C only, A to C, A and B only, B and C only, A and C only. So what is the correct answer? Esteem means fourth level person. Huh? This person has not gone to actualization, this last level. So which will this esteem needs person will require what? special term deposit, term insurance products, housing loans. It's actually A to C all. All of them will be required. Okay. Yeah. Pensioner loans, retirement solutions in the banking and pension plans in insurance, and senior citizens term deposits are offered by the banks to satisfy their dash needs. Self-actualization, esteem, security, and social. See here, pensioner loans, retirement solutions. These are which persons? As told to you earlier, this physiological, safety, social, esteem, and this actualization person is actually, there are two types of actualization persons. As per your JAIIB, actually the concept is very different. But for your JAIIB, always remember actualization will have two types of persons. Okay, we'll have two types of persons. Which are those? Number one, very rich businessmen, very rich. Okay, and in job salaries, see this is related to business. Okay, and in salaries, this person is retired. Okay, so this is for salaried. Okay, so now whenever you are talking of actualization level, you are talking of these two persons. So pensioner loans, retirement solutions, pension plan, these will be offered to which type of person? It will be offered to this retired, right? So it will be self-actualization needs. Okay, simple. There are certain customer expectations about the service quality of the bank, which include now service quality. Sir, quality means what? How do you define the quality? Quality is such that you cannot measure it. It can be felt. That's why in online banks nowadays we have those stars, right? 5 stars. Give the rating among the stars. If you feel very good, then give the 5 star. If you feel bad, give 1, whatever, right? So that is basically your feeling is converted into numerics. Okay. So there are certain customer expectations about the service quality of the bank, which include tangibility, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. What I mean by all this? Tangibility means what? What somebody can feel, touch and feel. It's not feel means I can touch it, I can smell it, anything. So tangibility in service means what? In your branch, if somebody comes, that person finds that the branch is dirty. That person, will that person feel confident about your branch? No. Reliability. You should be reliable. Okay. Means if some job is given to you, it should be done. Responsiveness. Okay. You must be quick to respond. Assurance. You should assure that customer that the job will be done. Empathy means thinking from the customer's angle. So what does the customer expect? All these, obviously, isn't it? It will be A to E all. Customer will require everything, will expect everything, isn't it? Simple logic. The customers expect the bank to be willing to help them and provide prompt service. So customers are expecting you to provide prompt service. This falls under which of the following customer expectations? Reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. So under which? Prompt, fast service. Fast means what? Reliability. Reliability is basically confidence about you. Responsiveness is the right answer. Fast response. Responsiveness is the right answer to this. So when the customer is expecting a prompt service and they want you to help them, they are expecting actually responsiveness from you. Okay. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF on various notifications are given by IIBF. Now exam time, they will give you various notifications. All of them are updated immediately on Officers Adda 24/7. Plus, they are explained to you. Number 2, you will be getting the free YouTube series on all the subjects. Right now, you are watching this RBWM 2000 questions. Similarly, you will be getting it for all the subjects. So that's why subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 right now. Click on the bell icon. Click on this like button. Share it with your friends. Okay. The bank should be approachable and easy to contact. Besides, the bank staff should communicate in the language of which the customers understand. The bank staff should make efforts to know the customers and their needs. Know the customers, remember, and their needs. So this falls under the following customer expectations: reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. Under which does it fall? Approachable, easy to contact, customer. Banker should understand the customer. Now, this is something you should think. Okay. Answer is simple. Okay. Answer is simple. Give me. Yeah. What is the answer over here? It is D, empathy, right? Yes, correct. Empathy. Empathy means knowing the customer, thinking from the customer's angle. That is known as empathy. The customer expects the bank that if there is some problem with the entries in the bank statement, these should be corrected immediately. Similarly, if certain charges are debited incorrectly, the amount should be restored quickly. This expectation falls under. So, if there is some wrong entry in the customer's account, then that should be corrected immediately. So, that falls under which category? Reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. Under which category will it fall? Here, if there is something wrong in the statement from your side, that needs to be corrected immediately. Similarly, if certain charges are debited, the amount should be restored quickly. Now, it doesn't mean that customer will come to you and then you will restore it. Understand this. Then it would have been called responsiveness. Many of you are typing responsiveness over here. The answer is not responsiveness. Okay? It is not responsiveness. It is assurance. Answer is assurance. The customer should be assured that you won't be debiting the wrong charges. And if you debit it, you will be automatically doing the changes proactively. The customer shouldn't complain about that. That is the basic logic. Assurance is the answer. Which of the following statement regarding the satisfaction level of the customer is not correct? So satisfaction level of the customer is not correct. Okay. So what is not correct? Fulfillment of the customer needs can be measured from the satisfaction level of the customers. So fulfillment, whether the customer needs are fulfilled, whether the customer is satisfied, happy, you'll come to know from that satisfaction level. Means what? All those 5 stars, right? All these 3 star, 4 star, whatever, right? Satisfaction level comes from customer experience of the products. As the customer experiences the product, from there he or she will get the satisfaction. The experience is same in case of all the services of all the banks. So is it same? Experience is same for all the banks, for all the services. That is wrong, isn't it? So this is not correct. For various banks, the experiences are different. For various products, the experiences are different. Now I just told you join officers Adda 24/7, right? Subscribe to it. How will you do it? For subscription, remember we have 3 channels. One is Telegram, second is YouTube, and next is Instagram. So you can subscribe to any of these, and in fact every of these. Subscribe to each one of these. Telegram, scan this blue code, QR code. YouTube, scan this black QR code, and Instagram, scan this blue QR code again. Okay. By this you can definitely join. And why should you join these 3 channels? Because latest updates, whatever are the free tests you are getting, free question banks you are getting, free. Okay, even free classes, some of the classes are also shown free on YouTube. You are getting these YouTube YT sessions free. So that's why subscribe to it immediately. Share it with your friends also. As per the basic segmentation of the customers based on the income levels, the super affluent customers have the following income levels. Super affluent, super affluent. These guys are just lower than HNI. HNI is just above, and below this person comes as super affluent. So what is the income level? 10 to 50 lakhs, 50 to 400 lakhs, 400 to 4000 lakhs, 4000 to this 120 lakhs, 1200 lakhs you can consider. No, 12,000 lakhs you can consider. Okay. So what is the super affluent? Super affluent comes from this 50 to 400 lakhs. Okay. 50 means 50 lakhs to 400 lakhs. That is the right answer. Okay. 50 lakhs to 400 lakhs. That is the right thing. Otherwise, what happens? You will think 50 rupees. Okay. It is 50 lakhs to 400 lakhs. That is the meaning. To meet the physiological needs of the customer, the bank offers the following. So just now we have done it, I think so. BSBA. What is the answer again? BSBA, right? Tax planning, this meets, okay, just a revision sake now. We'll do the revision. Whatever I have told you now, okay, I have just done this everything now. Now I'll take the revision of these. So what are these revision? Only 4 to 5 questions I'll be revising. So what are the revision questions? See this. First one, we had did this BSBA. Now second one. Now I want the answers from you. I've told you the answers earlier. So tax planning, insurance, mutual fund products are physiological, security, safety, social, esteem. Tax planning, insurance, mutual funds. It is. What is the answer I told you? Tax planning, security, safety. It comes for these three, right? E was B, C, and D. This was the answer, right? So this is the answer. Next one, to satisfy the security and safety needs, the customer's bank offers which of the following products? Just now I gave you this, right? What was not there? Car loan was not there, right? So the answer is everyone. Correct? I want the answers from you now. Just a revision sake. Which of the following bank products are not meant for meeting social needs? Social. Just now I gave you, what was that answer? First, loan to professional, BSBA, consumer loans, car loans. Revision. Yes, it is BSBA. Okay. Products such as retail loans, gold loans, this tagging was done to accept this self-actualization. Everyone was there, right? For this tagging. Got it? Means except for this tagging. Got it? What was that? Tagging, what did I tell you? Self-actualization is a rich person. This person does not need any tagging. Means housing loan plus gold coin, housing plus gold coin. Okay, that person does not need all these things. Remaining everyone needs. When the retail loan proposals are received, processed and sanctioned and disbursed at the branch level, it is called as hybrid, standby, centralized or standalone model. Think about it, everyone. Firstly, you must understand what are these models. Hybrid means, standby means, what is standby model? Frankly, there is nothing called as, at least in your JAIIB, there are hybrid models, there are standby models, but at least in your JAIIB, they don't exist. Okay? In JAIIB, RBWM, they don't exist. Okay? There are only two models. One is centralized and second is standalone. What is the difference between them? See here, it's like this. In centralized model, centralized, okay, and second is standalone. Okay, so in centralized and standalone, what is the difference between them? So let's look at it. I'll mark it over here so that it doesn't go below this. Okay, in centralized model, branch does what? Branch does the collection only. Docs collection is done by the branch. Docs collection and forwarding. Okay, in standalone, so it collects the documents and processing and all the remaining things, means processing, sanctioning, disbursement, everything else is done by the CPU. There is a central processing unit, it does everything. Okay, in standalone, what happens? All the documents, means everything, collection, documents collection, then go on, see this, all these are given over here: received, processed, sanctioned, disbursed, everything is done at the branch level only. So here branch is under more stress, more work. Okay, whereas here there is a lesser work to the branch, less work. Okay, also this model is faster. This is much faster. Okay, there is more standardization in this model. Standardization here, the standardization is not there. Okay, in standalone. So that's why when the retail loans are received, processed, sanctioned, disbursed at the branch level only, then it is called as, now you answer me. I've given all these hints. Okay, so now you answer me. What is the answer? It is comment section. Yes, D, standalone. Okay. A bank receives, processes and sanctions all the retail loan proposals at one place for a particular geographic area. The bank is following which type of model? Just now I gave you the explanation. So the answer is centralized. Now you'll see this. There are 2 points given over here. One is for complete geographical area, one particular. Now centralized model can be of two types. There can be a single CPU, single CPU, okay? Single centralized processing model unit, or there can be multiple CPUs, multiple, okay? CPU means what happens many a times, many of the banks are following the models, these multiple CPU models. Why? Because India is so vast that if you keep a single CPU, there will be a huge workload on that single CPU. That's why they make generally 4 CPUs for 4 regions. 4 CPUs generally they make north, south, east and west. Okay. And nowadays with the internet accessibility, you keep the CPU anywhere. Even if you make a single CPU and if you keep multiple stuff over there, huge stuff over there, then also it will suffice. So both of them can work. It depends on the bank's board of directors thinking. Okay. So this if it is for a specific geographical area, then it's called as multiple CPU model. The whole bank is having single CPU, let's say somewhere in Mumbai, Chennai, anywhere. Then it is called as a single CPU model. Okay. Which of the following is not a feature of standalone model for retail loans? Not a feature. Remember this, not a feature of standalone. It is based on documents only. There is no standard approach. Retail loans are one part of the multiple activity. Compliance of appraisal norms may be biased on the customer profile. Think. Not a feature. This is very important. How many of you can give the correct answer? Let me see. Okay, I'll have some water in the meantime. Yeah. Here. There is no standard approach. Now we want not a feature. There is no standard approach. That is correct. Because if you keep it for the standalone model, it means every branch manager, every BM will think differently. Every BM will have his or her own thought processes. Somebody might not sanction some loan, somebody might sanction the same loan. So that's why there is no standard approach. Retail loans are only a part of the multiple activity. So that is also correct. That is a feature. Here, all these are true. We want false. Okay. Retail loans are only a part of that multiple activity. Means here in branch you have everything. Standalone means branch. You have everything. Loans, deposits, third party products, locker, right? Courier. So many things you have in the branch. You can have multiple things. Okay, so the retail loans is just one part. Compliance of appraisal norms may be biased on the customer profile. That is also true. May be biased. If some BM feels that the customer is good, or if some BM branch manager knows the customer, then that BM can have some biasness towards that customer, which is very risky. So this is also true. Only this is false. It is based on the documents only. It is not based on the documents only. That's why this D is the answer to this A. There can be a bias. Whereas in CPU model, it is based on documents only. So the answer over here required is A. Okay. Which of the following is not the feature? Remember, not the feature of standalone model. So it is based on documents only. This is not the feature of standalone model. Okay. Similar question. Which of the following is not a feature of centralized model now? Quality is uniform. Okay, write true everywhere where you feel it is true. Okay. The documentation standards are professional. Processing time is uniform, and none of the above. Now think over it. Think over it. What is the answer? Yeah. Is the quality is not uniform in this centralized model, or aren't the persons professional over there, or is this processing time is changing? So the correct answer over here is, yeah, it is none of the above. Okay, this is the answer, none of the above. D is the answer. Okay. Which of the following provides a facility called buy now pay later? Buy now pay later. Overdraft, credit card, debit card, and ATM card. Which of the following provides this feature of buy now and pay later? Think. Yes. Credit card. Okay. Credit card provides you the facility of buy now, pay later. Debit card provides you which facility? Buy now, BN, pay now, PN, BN, PN. And this is BN, PL, pay later. Okay. Overdraft, it's nothing like that related to buy now. Overdraft is not for buying. Simple, isn't it? It's a loan. The size of the credit card is, this is somewhat difficult. Okay. Technical question, but chances you don't know if it will be asked in the exam. Once or twice it was asked. So what is the size of that credit card? 3 1/8 inches by 2 again 1/8 inches, or 3, this remaining all is okay. I'll just give you the answer directly because this is difficult one. Answer is A. 3 1/8 inches by 2 1/8 inches. Okay. The payment made through credit card or cash withdrawn have to be made. So payment made through credit card or cash withdrawn have to be made after 90 days, immediately, after the agreed time gap, any of the above at the discretion of the issuing bank. So payment made through credit card or cash withdrawn have to be made. So if I withdraw the cash, then how do I have it? Do I have to pay immediately or after 90 days? So after 90 days is not the right answer. After the agreed time gap, yeah, that can be the answer. So the answer over here is here. Let me change this question a bit. It will be like this, immediately this, and D, let's make this D, let me change this D. D is B and C. And C. Okay. So now what is the answer? So the answer is D over here. Why D? Look at this. There are two things in the credit card. Everyone pay attention. Whenever you make a purchase, okay, then you get free credit period. Free credit period means you get, suppose if I make the purchase over here on, let's say, 6th or 10th of March, and my billing cycle is 5th of every month. So I'll be billed on 5th of April. Okay, and then 20 days I have, so I'll be paying on 25th of April. So many days I get free over here, 10th March to 25th of April. Okay, this is for purchase. But if I withdraw the cash, then this rule does not apply. 10th March I withdraw the cash. Okay, 10th March I withdraw the cash. Okay, immediately interest starts. Immediate interest is starting. Okay, so that's why withdrawing cash is very risky in credit card. Okay, so the payment through credit card, for this you have this agreed time gap, that is this 30 days plus 20 days. But for B, it is this cash, it is B. So the answer is B and C both. For cash it is immediately, and for purchase it is time gap. Okay, which of the public sector banks was the first one that started a credit card business in India? Andhra, Bank of Baroda, SBI, Vijaya Bank. Very difficult one. Many of you have some notions in your mind. Many of you are thinking some answer. Many of you might be feeling that the answer is SBI, right? Think over it. Let me put this question to you only. Let me see. There was a card called as Bob card. Anyone remembers Bob card? BOB card. That was in 1990s. Okay, 1990s. Almost the beginners of the card business. But that was not a credit card. Right? That was not a credit card. That was a debit card. Now, who was the first bank then? SBI was not the first bank. It was Andhra Bank. Andhra Bank started the credit card business first in India as an Indian bank. Of course, other banks were there. Suppose if you consider the foreign banks, then it was Citibank and Standard Chartered. That's okay. But public sector banks, Andhra Bank started this credit card business. Okay. Which of the following does not fall under the proprietary format or credit card of a credit card? So does not fall in the proprietary format. What is the proprietary format? Okay, first let me see the answer from your side. Classic card, gold or silver, platinum, and none of the above. Which of the following does not fall under the category of this proprietary card? Let me see the answers first. I'll give a combined explanation for this question as well as the next question. The next question is also related. Okay. So what is the answer for this but? Think over it. Let me see. It is none of the above. Okay, none of the above. Why? Because all these are proprietary cards. So what is the proprietary card? Proprietary card means on this card there's only one name. This is a card and there's only one name of that bank, whoever is issuing this bank name. Okay. No other name is there and that person's name is obviously there. Okay. So that is basically meant by this proprietary card. Anyone has seen the proprietary card? Kindly type in the comment section if you have seen this proprietary card. Okay, I'll show you. See this. Look at this. This is a proprietary card image. See this, bank's name is there, then remaining everything is given on the card. Okay. So this is a proprietary card. Means only bank's name is there, single bank's name, the issuer bank's name. Okay. Then what is the other type of card then? The other type of card is co-branded card. So this co-branded card. Co-branded card means two companies' names are there. Two companies' names. Okay. See this. Citibank and Jet Airways. Citibank and Jet Airways. This is a co-branded card. Means two companies are coming together to issue this card. Of course, the cost will be shared by these both. Okay. So these are called as co-branded cards. Got it? Clear this concept? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Now you'll understand the second question also. It's very easy. The next question is very easy. So what is the answer? None of the above. Okay. All these are proprietary cards. A co-branded card is issued by banks when two or more banks join together. When two or more service establishments join together. When a bank ties up with a service provider like hotels, oil companies, etc. and all of the above. So what is the answer? Just now we saw it. Jet Airways, Citibank, Jet Airways means what? Bank ties up with a service provider like hotel companies, etc. There are various. That was just one. Citibank, Jet Airways. It can be SBI and Crossword. Right? It can be SBI and PVR, Inox. Anything. Any two companies can come together. Okay. We are covering the objective questions over here. First question. A doubtful loan of more than 2 years account has a balance of 9 lakh with a security of 5 lakh. The account has CGTMSE guarantee cover of 75%. What is the amount of the provision? Now this is a calculations part, and I feel first you do it, then I'll give you the answer. Okay? Yeah. So first you do it, then I'll give you the answer. Give me the answer. What is it given? Doubtful asset. Now the asset is doubtful of more than 2 years. Account has a balance of 9 lakhs. Okay. And security of 5 lakhs. So balance is of 9 lakhs. Means the loan is pending for 9 lakhs. Security is for 4 lakhs. So what is the unsecured part in this then? So let's do it. See this. Unsecured part over here will be. This is very important. That's why I'm doing the full calculations over here. So 9 minus what is this? 5. Okay. Now that is 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs is the unsecured part. Okay. So this is unsecured. Unsecured. But what about the further thing? What is it given? What is it given about unsecured part? The remaining balance of 1 lakh. Now what is this? See this. Now it has a CGTMSE guarantee of 75%. Now this guarantee is of 75%. What do you mean by this? Now this guarantee is 75% for which part? Now remember the loans are of secured and unsecured. Okay, so loan, there will be two parts to this loan, right? So one is secured and second is unsecured. Okay. So now the problem is the secured part won't be having this guarantee. Okay, it won't be having. So 5 lakhs is over. So now 4 lakhs remaining part over here, that will have the guarantee of 75%. So there will be two parts now of this 4 lakh. 75% guarantee, okay, and 25% unsecured. Okay. Even in this unsecured now, look at this. This 4 lakhs out of which 75% is guaranteed. It means what? It's a sort of guarantee only. It's a sort of security only, right? So what is the amount of provision? So now what happens? Out of this, let me mark it. 3 lakhs over here is covered under the guarantees, and 1 lakh over here is not covered under the guarantee. So this is totally unsecured, right? So this balance remaining of 1 lakh. Now the provision on the secured part, okay, secured balance of 5 lakhs is 40%, right? 5 lakhs means secured part. So what is this? 2 years, no? 2 years, doubtful 2. So this will come in what? Which category? More than 2 years. So now it will come in D2 category. D2. What is the provision for D2? 40% for secured, right? And 100% for unsecured. 100% for unsecured, right? Unsecured. Got it? So now what is our case? 5 lakhs is for security, right? So complete 5 lakhs will have 40%. So now let's do this. 40% for secured, 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs into 40%. So what is the answer over here? 2 lakhs. So this much is the, okay? So 40%, this much is the provision, right? 2 lakhs is the provision for the secured part, right? Now on the remaining part, now CGTMSC guarantee is there for 3 lakhs. So therefore no provision is required. See, this guarantee, this secured means what? It is completely guaranteed. No provision is required. Complete. If this 3 lakh goes into loss, then we'll definitely get complete 3 lakhs. So no provision is required over here. No provision. No provision. Okay. So now what remains? 2 lakhs is gone over here, right? Now this 25% 1 lakh. So what is the provision for this 1 lakh? Complete 100%, isn't it? 100% over here, right? So what is my total provision then? The total provision will be 2 lakhs over here plus 1 lakh over for unsecured. So it is total 3 lakhs. So my answer is, this is my answer, B, 3 lakhs. Got it, everyone? Got the answer? How did we do it? Clear? Type yes in the comment section. Next question. There is an excess provision on account of sale of some NPA accounts with the bank. Means there is some NPA account with the bank and now it has been sold. The excess amount of the provision shall be. So what should I do with that amount which has been sold by me? Isn't it? Getting my point? Means I had some NPA and that NPA I have sold it now. Sold it, so I have received some money. So this excess amount of provision will be done, means here I have received the money, but excess amount of provision shall be. Now what is this excess amount of provision? Understand the question. The question is not of the money which I have received. Understand, everyone, please pay attention. The question is not for the money which I have received. See, I'll write it over here. NPA, okay. Let's say this NPA is for, let's say 10 lakhs, okay. Now, for this NPA, I have made a provision, okay. Let's say the provision made is 40% for 4 lakh, okay. I had made this provision of 4 lakh. Now, what have I done? I have provision made means what? I have debited my P&L account, right? And credited, kept this as a separate provision. Now, this NPA is sold. This is sold. Now, sold means what? This is sold for whatever amount. I might sell this for 2 lakhs also, okay. So I have sold this to some SPV, any ARC, asset reconstruction company. So I have sold this now. Now what this provision which is made, which is debited to my P&L account and kept as a separate provision, what should I do with this? So the question is for this, not for this. The question is for this amount, not for this amount. Otherwise, many of you might think, what should I do with this 2 lakhs? It's not with this 2 lakhs. This is for the provision. So the excess amount of provision shall be credited to the P&L account, taken towards part of the tier 2 capital, taken towards reduction in the provision on NPA accounts, deducted from the gross NPA to reach the net level. Now this is really difficult. What should I do with the excess provision? Yeah. This excess 4 lakh, what should I do with it? Everyone, kindly check yourself. You should give this is available in the books also. So what should we do with this amount 2 lakh? What will you do with this 2 lakh which you have received? You'll simply put it to P&L. That's okay. So that I'll put it to P&L, because after all that's my income, isn't it? But what about this provision? This provision will be, let me see the comments of yours. What are you guys saying? Very typical answers. Here, I'll give you the first hint. Answer is not A. It won't be credited to P&L account. Okay, so that's out. Now B, C or D, taken towards reduction in provision on NPA accounts. Reduction in provision. You can do anything like this. Reduction in provision. See, every loan has a specific provision for itself. So you can't adjust one provision for the other. Okay, so it is always on one-to-one basis. Deducted from gross NPA to reach the net level. See here, deducted from gross NPA, how can you deduct this? So that is also out. This is also out. How can you deduct the provision from the gross NPA? This 2 lakhs, I can say that you can deduct it from this gross NPA. That is okay for this 2 lakhs because this amount is of the NPA. But here we are talking of provision. So the answer over here is B. Taken towards the part of the tier 2 capital. Taken towards the part of the tier 2 capital. Okay, so this is taken as a part of the tier 2 capital. Remember, tier 2, not tier 1. Tier 2 is a paid capital. Okay, got it? Next one. Provision coverage ratio is to be calculated as. Now, what is PCR? Provision coverage ratio. Firstly, what is provision coverage ratio and what is the significance of that? What is the significance of this provision coverage, or what is the significance of the provision? Yeah. See this. How do you define gross NPA and net NPA? Suppose if I tell you to classify between gross and net NPA. Gross NPA minus provision. Remember this formula. Minus provision equals to net NPA. This is a basic formula which you should remember. Gross NPA minus provision equals to net NPA. Okay, now you understand the question. Provision coverage ratio, PCR, is calculated as total provision including standard accounts upon net NPA of the bank. So total provision including standard accounts. You pay attention to this point, including standard. Total provisions including standard account upon gross NPA of the bank, again including standard accounts. Provisions upon net NPA of the bank. Provisions upon gross NPA of the bank. Now this provision means what? See here specifically it's mentioned including gross standard accounts. Now you tell me the provision for the standard accounts. Whenever we make the provision for the standard accounts, I have taken this earlier in one of the lectures. So provision for standard accounts, well, where do we put it? Do we put it in our as same as that of the NPA accounts? No. So that's why remember PCR is to be calculated. So A is out, including standard accounts, out, totally out. You cannot include standard accounts provision for the total provision, means for along with the NPA provisions. Okay, so A and B are out. Provision upon net NPA and provision upon gross NPA. Now that is important part. Provisions are calculated on what? PCR is calculated on what basis? That's why I said, see this, if I calculate the provision based on the net NPA, right, then this formula won't exist. Simple. This formula won't exist at all. So provision is always first calculated on the net gross NPA basis. Okay. So provision is always provision upon gross NPA. So that's how the PCR is calculated. So the formula for PCR is PCR equals to provision upon gross. I'll just write gross now. Gross NPA. Okay. NPA. Got it, everyone? So provision of PCR equals to provision upon gross NPA. Clear the question? Concept is clear. Move ahead. Okay. Next one. If recovery is received in NPA accounts, it is to be appropriated under. Means recovery is received in NPA accounts. So what have I done? Same question, will take it. There was an NPA account earlier, 10 lakhs. NPA 10 lakhs. Now we are talking of NPA. We are not talking of provision over here. See here, NPA and provision, there are two different angles. Provision was 4 lakhs. So here we are not talking of provision. We are talking of only NPA. Now if recovery out of this 10 lakhs, let's say 2 lakhs is received. So where will I put this? This was already NPA. So where will I put this? First to the principal amount, first to the interest amount, as per formal arrangement with the borrower, and if there is no arrangement, at the bank's discretion, which should be rule for all the accounts at the discretion of the bank. So what should be the answer over here? What do you think should be the answer? If recovery is received in an NPA account, it is to be appropriated under what? Many of you have typed the answer as C because you have seen big answer, type it C, right? We have general tendency that whenever we see the big answer, we try to answer that only, right? So it's not the case every time. So remember, this time it is okay. C is the right answer. As per the formal arrangement. What do you mean by as per the formal arrangement? Means if this customer is having two separate accounts, okay, one is CC, second is term loan, okay, and both are NPA, okay, term loan is for 5 lakhs. So now this customer has given 2 lakh rupees. Now this customer will tell you that this both are NPA. Here remember, both are NPA. So customer will have the arrangement with you, or he will give it in writing where is to put which money. So 2 lakhs is to be put as per the arrangement which is decided by the borrower, and if there is no arrangement, at the bank's discretion, which should be rule for all the accounts, means whatever we follow for other accounts, the same rule will follow for this account also. But if there is an arrangement, then we have to follow that arrangement with that customer. Got it? So answer will be C, as per the formal arrangement with the borrower, and if there is no arrangement, at the bank's discretion, which should be the rule for all the accounts. Got it? Prudential guidelines on income recognition, asset classification, provisions were introduced by RBI on the recommendation of which of the following committee? Rangarajan, Chakraborty, Deepak Mohanty and Narasimham committee. Very easy question. Prudential guidelines were introduced on the recommendation of which committee? Very easy answer. This is the most famous committee in banking, right? That had come in 1991, right? So that was anyone? Narasimham committee. Okay, Narasimham. This committee had given, this committee had came in 1991. This was one of the most important committees in banking. It opened the doors of banking for private sector. Okay, got it everyone? Next one. Cash credit account becomes NPA substandard. In which of the following cases? When does a CC account become NPA? If the balance remains above the sanction limit or drawing power for more than 90 days. Above the sanction limit, okay, above, or the DP, whichever it is, okay. If the balance is less than the limit of the drawing power, but there is no credit for 90 days on the date of balance sheet, so no credit. So the limit is within the DP only, but no credit. If the balance is less than the limit of the DP, but the credit is less than the interest debited. So whatever interest, suppose if my bank has debited the interest of 1 lakh and that customer is paying only 50,000 in last 90 days. So it means there is a problem. If the balance is less than the limit or the DP, but due stock statement is not submitted for 3 months. So in which account does it, which system does it become the NPA? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. What do you think? Now, if the answer would have been E option, all of the above, I think so 90% of you would have typed the answer E, A, B, C, D, all of them. But remember, even that answer is wrong. an account becomes NPA in which of the following cases? Think over it. The answer is only A. Answer is A. If the balance remains above the sanction limit or the DP for more than 90 days. That is the only answer. A. Okay. Now why is this answer A? Many of you might be thinking, sir, even B is correct. No credit for 90 days. Interest within the limit but no credit. Within the limit but that what stock statement, isn't it? Many of you might be thinking B, C, D are also correct. But see, the correct option over here is, why it is A? If the account remains overdue, that's okay. Or if the overdue limit is not reviewed within 6 months. So this is a basic rule. Now RBI has told that whenever you have some minor issues, don't consider these accounts as NPAs. If there are some minor issues which can be tackled, so don't consider them for NPAs. Means simply speaking, D, due to stock report not submitted. So this should not be considered as NPA. You are having this topic in your CIB. Okay. So in this case, what should you do is, you should speak to that customer and get the stock statement. It's your job to get the stock statement. Okay. If there is no credit, account is within the limit but no credit, then it's your job to speak to that customer and get some credit. Okay. Or if it is lesser than, then it's your job to, because it's a, if the account is within the DP, within the limit, what are we bankers doing over here then? Right? So that's why the answer is only A over here. Okay. Means this is a serious issue. A is a serious issue. You can't help this A, but B, C, D you can definitely help. Right? In case of crop loan or loan for purchase of or tractor or other equipment, the account becomes substandard if the account remains. Now look at this. This question is a bit tricky one. Crop loan you will understand, but loan for purchase of tractor or other equipment where the recovery is based on the crop. Look at this. This is an important line. Means if tractor loan, if I consider tractor loan, I can give it in two ways. Okay, two ways I can give the tractor loan. Number one, I can give it as a fixed period, right? That this is the loan, repay in next 5 years. Okay, or I can give the loan in terms of crop seasons, because after all the farmer will get the money when the crop is sold, right? So crop season. So I can do it this way also or this way also. Wherever this is the case, now the question is related to only this crop season. The account becomes substandard, means NPA basically, if the account remains irregular for 90 days, 2 crop seasons for long duration and 1 for short, 1 crop season for long duration and 2 crop seasons for short, 1 crop for long and 1 crop for short. So this is simple one. Many of you know already this answer, right? What will be the answer? Answer is this, longer, right? 1 crop season for long duration and 2 crop season for short duration. Got it, everybody? Clear? Chal. Yeah, next one. Okay, okay, 1 sec. Well, if the amount of liquidity facility remains outstanding for more than dash in the securitization transaction, the account becomes substandard account. So more than dash in securitization transaction. Securitization means what? Where I have sold that transaction, sold that account to some SPV. So if it remains outstanding, means that SPV is not paying me. In that case, after how many days does it become NPA? So answer is same as for the other accounts. It is 90 days. Okay. Among the given, which of the following is issued for a particular purpose? Frequently just one transaction. A general power of attorney, a limited power of attorney. A general power of attorney means a general PA separately and all of the above. Or you can write it over here as a general PA, general PA, yeah, general limited PA, limited PA. Okay. Now which of them is issued over here for just one transaction? general POA, limited POA, or general limited POA, or all of the above. So what is the answer over here? Which of them is issued? Firstly, what is POA? Power of attorney. Power of attorney is given whenever I am going out. Suppose I am having a saving account with your bank, but I am going out for in USA for some job. Okay. Then now here, for that I have to change my saving account to my NRO account, or I have to open a new NRE account. But here somebody should be able to handle that account. For that I give the POA to my father, mother, brother, any relative. Okay, and that person can operate this account from here, subject to the rules and regulations. So that is POA. But here the question is just one transaction. It's not a general, means I don't want for every transaction. I want it for just one transaction. So that is generally, the answer is for this is a limited POA. Okay, limited power of attorney. Now what is this here? What are the important features of this power of attorney? A general power of attorney is granted to be done when participating in many transactions. In general power of attorney, what happens? I can purchase a land, I can purchase, take a loan on the basis of the principal. Even loan is allowed. A special or limited power of attorney is issued for a particular transaction. Generally for just one. I have to operate my account only, means this. Or I have to do some transaction about some property, single property. But that is not concerned with us. As a bankers, we are only concerned with the accounts. Okay. A general POA is stamped document that is signed in front of a notary, magistrate, or other government officials. Okay, who is qualified to witness the execution. It grants the principal the authority to sign the checks, give the payment, hold the payment, do the transactions, right? So this is the basic advantage of any POA. Okay, power of attorney should always be stamped. Remember this. Let it be general or let it be private or let it be special, we call it. Some banks call this as a limited POA. Some banks call it as a special POA, anything. But logic is just for one or two transactions only. Okay. So the answer is B. Got it, everyone? Next one. Read this question. Second one. Okay. Among the following, which of the following statement is correct in context of financial literacy? Now, what is financial literacy? Jan Dhan account, then various insurance schemes, right, of government. So, financial literacy mainly it concerns of Jan Dhan accounts. So, which of the following is correct? Now, you want to correct. Always check the question in the exam. Okay, whether it's correct or wrong. What do they want? Financial literacy is a process by which people improve their knowledge and understanding of the use of the financial products and services. It is also described as one's ability to make informed judgments, to take effective decisions regarding the use of and the management of money. The financial literacy is promoted by the provision of financial education and prelude the financial inclusion in the villages, and all of the above. So which of them is correct? You can definitely judge it from the question itself. It's very simple one. Means why do we do the financial? Why is the government or the Prime Minister talking about this financial literacy from that Red Fort, all the Jan Dhan accounts, so that everyone in the villages as well as in the cities, everyone should be able to take part in the financial development of the country. You have seen this now, UPI which has come up, it has changed the GDP so much, because even earlier the simple chai wala or simple samosa wala, whom we used to give the money in cash, that money was not showing in the economy. Now this money is being shown in the economy, in the banks. So that's why the GDP has increased. One of the main reasons for increase in GDP of India is this UPI. The more it will flow, as it will grow more, as the people will have more Jan Dhan accounts, more will be the GDP. So money will flow into those accounts, and whenever money is there in the banking system, always remember GDP of that country always grows. It's a floating money, isn't it? So what is the answer for this? It is D, all of the above. Okay, all of the above. Among the given following, which of the following case is not required to be created by way of deed and does not require registration? Not required to be created. Look at the proper question. Not required to be created by the way of deed and does not require registration. Who does not require registration? Simple mortgage, mortgage by conditional sale, usufructuary mortgage, and English mortgage. Does not require registration. Does not require. So what is the answer? Which does not require the registration? Actually, it is in our banks we do one mortgage. What is that mortgage called as? By just exchange of documents, right? Which is that? Which mortgage do you do in your banks? Do you do this simple mortgage, conditional sale, usufructuary, or English? In our banks, we always do conditional sale. Okay, conditional sale. We always do this conditional sale. Okay, and importantly, the mortgage which is now answer me till the end of this session. The mortgage which is done by just giving the documents to the bank and no registration, which we do in our home loans. So that is called as what? What type of mortgage do we do in our banks? Type in the comment section, everyone, let me see. Okay. So the answer for this, which is a mortgage which is not required to be created by way of deed or does not require registration. So this is known as English mortgage. Okay, English mortgage. English mortgage is the answer. English mortgage does not require registration. Okay. So what is English mortgage? See this. Possession of mortgage property is not given by the mortgagee by deposit of the title deeds. It is not required to be created by way of deed and does not require the registration. Okay. Hence, yeah. Okay. Got it? So, let me see this English. Okay, yeah, so the answer is English mortgage over here. Got it? Next one. What do we call the situation when the lender has a charge against movable security which is not in the lender's possession? Now lender is a charge of against the movable security. What is the movable security? Suppose if I am having a car is a movable security. I am having stocks in case of CC, cash credit. That is a movable security. Okay. So when the lender means what? Banks. Suppose if bank has given a loan to you against your car loan. So this car is moving. So this bank will create which type of charge in this car? Pledge, hypothecation, mortgage, or lien. Now first you need to understand what are the types of charges to be created. Various types of charges to be created are, number one is mortgage. Okay. Number two is hypothecation, HP we call it, HP. Okay. Third one is pledge. Fourth one is this lien. And fifth one, which is not given over here, is assignment. Okay. These are the 5 types of charges which are created. Now mortgage is done for the static property. Static means house. I'll mortgage. House cannot move. Shed, factory shed, I'll mortgage. Hypothecation is done for the dynamic, which can move. Dynamic property, you can call it. So it can move. Pledge is also done for the dynamic property only. But in pledge, what happens? We finance that person based on a receipt. Generally, the goods are kept in the receipt of somebody else, like warehouse financing. Warehouse financing is a pledge. Okay. Even the loan against shares, LAS, that is also a pledge. Gold is also a pledge, but gold is separate because gold we keep the gold with us. Okay. So pledge is basically the property is kept in warehouse or somebody else. Okay. Lien. Now these two are for documents. Lien is against the documents of our own bank, means FD. We do lien against FD. Assignment is again the documents. This is for documents only. But assignment is done for the documents of someone else. Someone else. Okay. Someone else. Okay. Means LIC policy. LIC policy is not our document. LIC policy is the document of LIC. Or NSC, National Saving Certificates, NSC. These are not our documents, right? KVP, Kisan Vikas Patra. Okay, IVP, Indira Vikas Patra. These are all the documents of someone else. If we have to give a loan against this, we have to create a assignment. We have to get it stamped. Now the processes are too big. Now here the question is what? Security, movable security. So the answer is B, hypothecation. Okay, got the answer everyone? The answer is hypothecation. Clear? Move on. Next one. For assessment of working capital, of the working capital needs of a borrower who requires fund-based limits in excess of rupees dash crore, the cash budget system should be used. Now what is this? Working capital cash budget system. What is cash budget system? See here, there are two methods basically. One we use generally is ratio analysis. Ratios. Okay, a ratio. All these ratios are found out. Financial ratios, then solvency ratios, then turnaround ratios, turnover ratios. All these are found out. Right? There are three types of ratios. Remember, profitability, turnover, and solvency. These are the three types of ratios. Further, there are subtypes for this. Okay, so this is the ratio analysis. But the second method is cash budget. In cash budget system, what happens? Cash budget. This cash budget system, we only track what is the cash coming in and what is cash going out. That's the only thing which is tracked. Now, where is it used? It can be used for various organizations. Generally, for big companies, okay, for very big companies, about 10 crores, okay, this system is used. So cash budget system is used for companies about 10 crores, okay, got it? About 10 crores. Now understand the difference. The difference is here, generally what happens, for an assessment of a working capital, means CC. Working capital means CC. Working capital needs of a borrower who requires a fund-based limit of 10 crores or more. Now cash budget system is used instead of cash flow. What is cash flow then? Cash flow and cash budget, understand the difference. The cash flow and cash budget, yeah, flow means what? This is what I told you is generally used for cash flow, means coming in, coming out. Okay, budget means what? Here I'll make the budget system. What is the incoming cash, then outgoing cash, and how much will I require in future? Requirement in future, that is added to this incoming and outgoing. Okay, requirement in future. So here I am doing the budgeting of this cash. So that is the difference between cash budget and cash flow. Cash flow means what? Coming in, going out. Generally cash flow is used for this even big companies, and generally small companies they use it. Because suppose if you go to any roadside vendor and you want to give a loan to this roadside vendor, any samosa wala, chai wala, anyone. So these guys, they don't keep a balance sheet and P&L and everything. They'll just how much cash is coming in daily, how much cash is going out. So that is cash flow system. And budget means what? Here I track coming in and going out, but I also track what is the future requirement of the cash. This is done by the big companies, big ones. Okay, got it? So cash budget is used about 10 crores. Got it everyone? Cash budget system is used about 10 crores. Okay, move on. Next one. The ceiling for the banks in providing advances, loans to borrowers is dash percent of the capital funds in case of a single borrower and dash percent in case of a group borrower. What is this? Very important. Yeah. Single borrower and group borrower. So what is the percentage? Now what do you mean by this? Percentage of capital funds. What do you mean by this? It means that suppose if tomorrow a single company comes to me. I'll give you a simple example over here. Suppose if tomorrow Reliance Infrastructure comes to me. Infrastructure. Now Reliance Infra is a single company. Infrastructure single company. That is case number one. Second case is Reliance Group comes to me. Reliance Group means what? This Reliance Group is having many companies under it. Infra is one of them. Oil is one of them. Oil, right? Then one of them is another one is this Geo, right? Then another one, there are many companies. Reliance itself has many companies. So this is a group and this is a company. So the question over here is, if a single borrower comes, means if this company comes, then what percentage of funds can I give with respect to my capital funds? So the answer over here is it 20%, 40%? Means 20 for this guy, company, and 40 for this guy, group? Or is it 15, 40? Means I am giving you the classification over here so that it becomes easy for you to understand. 10%, 20%, 15%, 30%. Now you answer over here. Now you got a clarity. Which comes in single company, which comes in group. Now you give me the answer. The rule is, yes. What is the rule for this? The rule for this is, it is, say this, 15% and 40%. This is a rule for the companies. Plus, now RBI has given one separate leverage also. You can give additional 5%. If the additional 5% is going in infrastructure, then you can give the additional. This 15 can go to 20, this 40 can go to 45. Got it, everyone? Now, before leaving, let me tell you, join the batches immediately. All the batches. See here, Adda 24/7 has come up with a new batches crash course. Let me show you. Go to Adda 24/7. I'll always suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you get 1% extra using the coin systems. Okay. So go to Adda 24/7. Let me take you to Adda 24/7 over here. Okay, see this. Now you are on Adda 24/7. Go to JAIIB and CIB. Click on JAIIB May 24. Okay. Now look at this. Various courses you will be seeing. Click on this crash course, English. Okay. You will see the details of the batch over here. Complete details are given. Okay. Just now started. So you are not losing much on this. What do you get in this? Ebooks, test series, live classes, expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos, limited size batches. Click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Never forget this code, Y432. You will get 79% off plus 1% using the app. So that's why you get net 80% off. So buy this, go for this crash course immediately. This offer doesn't last long. You can go for the Mahapack also. What is the Mahapack? In Mahapack you get double validity. Plus you get 15 plus batches per subject. 15 plus batches. For PPB you are getting 15 plus, RBWM 15 plus. So you are getting that many times revision. Plus you are getting double validity. If you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. Again use the same thing. Put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Look at this, 79% off plus double validity plus 1% on the app. Don't forget it. Okay. So I would suggest you to join the batches or join the Mahapack because exams are just on the doorstep now. Okay. Bye from my side. Tomorrow I'll be back with another session. Till then, Keep studying.